Hey guys, it's Juan from idjnow. I'm here at 2019 NAMM in California, Anaheim, California, and I'm here with Brian from Native Instruments. Brian, how you doing today, all right?
I'm doing good. It's day one. Excited to be here.
Awesome, brother. Let me ask you a couple questions. Well, actually, I'm going to ask you to introduce the Traktor S4 as simple as basic, features that you can tell me about it.
Absolutely. This is our latest Traktor DJ controller, the Traktor Control S4. The whole layout has been completely redesigned to a club standard layout. So previous S4 models, the pitch fader was always on the opposite side, but now it's a mirrored look or identical look on each side. So you're working with deck A, deck B is identical. But really, one of the main highlights is the jog wheels. So the jog wheels, you have three different modes. There's jog mode, which works like a standard jog wheel. There's turntable mode, which now rotates. So it's a motorized jog wheel. But each of the modes, they also provide haptic feedback. So it's a little hard to feel it, but basically what will happen is when I hit a hot cue and I start scratching it, the platter vibrates, it feels like a little groove, and it lets you know where that hot cue is. So that works with hot cues, loops, and there's a lot more ways that we're going to be implementing that into the future. But with the jog mode, I can actually hold it and spin the platter counterclockwise or clockwise to tighten and loosen the platter. So I can adjust the torque to how I want. But if I turn it all the way and it's super tight right now, you can see it barely rotates. If I touch the top and do a backspin, it loosens, knowing I want to do a backspin, so that happens like that. I can also adjust the beat grid from the jog wheel, but you can have it in jog mode, turntable mode. It's really whatever your preference is. So it's a great learning tool. It's for someone that wants to learn the art of manually beat matching, you can do exactly that on here. So huge fan of the platters. Some other things that we've added with the software, but it integrates with the hardware. We have these new mixer effects here. So there's 8 to choose from, but basically 4 permanent slots. You can choose in the software what you want those slots to be. But the way it works is you choose, let's say, slot 1, which is, I think it's a reverb. All I have to do is hit the on button, start tweaking the mixer effect knob, and it applies the reverb to it.
Do these colors match? So
they do. Okay. So if I hit 2, 3, and 4, it carries over. But let's say I want reverb on deck B, but deck D, I want, let's say it's the noise effect. I can just hold 3, hit on, and now I can have the noise and then the reverb. Yeah, so you can kind of mix and match what you want, or you have the dedicated filter button, so that now these become the filter knobs. But you can swap out whatever effects you want in there. But each of the effects are designed just to sound good, no matter how you turn the knob. So the reverb has a filter kind of buried within it. So as I start tweaking it to the right, it filters out the low end, so you don't get this loud reverbed low end. It sounds super clean. You can't screw up with this effect. Yeah. They just sound great. So then kind of down in this section here, this has been updated a little bit. So on the previous S4, we only had 4 hot cues. We've expanded it now to 8 hot cue slots, quickly accessible. But we also have a few different modes here. So let me load up. There we go. So I have hot cue mode. I also have samples. So when I'm in samples mode, I'm able to trigger different loops and one-shots I have. Can just trigger from here, mute solo. But if I have one-shot samples, I can also hit record and play in a beat live and have it loop over and over. So it's a live, kind of live drum machine. Yeah. And then also the last. We also have the stems format. So hot cues, samples, and then stems. What this allows me to do is mute and unmute the individual stems, and then I can also select a stem and adjust the volume or adjust the filter from here.
Of course, that would be synced with whatever track you have going on.
Absolutely. Yeah, so really with the S4 and just Traktor in general, you can still have a very basic setup of 2 decks mixing back and forth, but with normal tracks, stem tracks, remix decks, and the crazy amount of effects that you have, you can really create your own unique live remix. You know, 1 deck is a normal track, stems deck, remix decks, another stem deck, and it's like you're live mixing.
And you can record all of that too as well. So
Absolutely.
share it.
Yep. And then this is actually one of the betas that we have currently. So right now it's a new feature. It's horizontal waveforms.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, wow.
It's a lot of people wanted that, and we also were developing our Traktor DJ2 platform. So it's that has horizontal waveforms. So a lot of the ideas coming from that are starting to be implemented in Traktor Pro 3. But yeah, in terms of the hardware, it's super durable, well built.
It feels very well built.
Yeah. And I mean, there's some other pro features that we've included in Traktor Pro 3. For example, external mixing mode, where you can bypass Traktor's internal EQs, volume faders, so the audio goes from Traktor directly to, let's say you're using an external mixer, some other DJ controller. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the software has been definitely improved. It's a brand new GUI. It's an updated, modern look. The time stretching, the algorithm that figures out key has been improved to Elastic 3. And also stability. It's rock solid.
Wow, it sounds like you guys put a lot into it.
Absolutely.
Amazing piece. Well, I appreciate your time.
Anytime.
Brian, I appreciate it. I'll grab that from you. Guys, there you have it from Brian from Native Instruments. All the amazing features, not just on the controller, but the software as well. Guys, you got to check it out. Come into the stores or comment down below. Check out idjnow.com. Cheers.